Hello, Diamondbacks. Cheryl Brockett, principal here at Century High School, along with Cassie Atwood, assistant principal, and Mark Pixton, assistant principal. We are welcoming everyone back to a second trimester for all of the learning, fun, and excitement we can possibly pack into one trimester. We are rolling out a Dare to Be a Diamondback campaign for our learners. This is the parent edition for your information, so you know what we're going to be talking with the learners about throughout that first week of school. Our goal is to pursue victory with honor, victories in the classroom as well as on the courts, in the auditorium, and all of the places that we are working hard. So, with that, these are kind of our talking points with learners as we bring some civility back to the classroom, back to education, and we are so excited to welcome everyone back. So, first and foremost, attendance. Attendance is still has some flexibility to allow for situations involving COVID and quarantining precautions and those kinds of things. So we understand that's still there and we will still support that. But we would like to hold our learners accountable to just the 5 days that they are allowed to miss during each trimester. Learning is directly related to the quantity and quality of time in the classroom. So it's important we have our kids here all the time. With that in mind, one of the biggest concerns we've had throughout this first trimester has been our tardies. So we do count tardies, and we are going to be looking for bell-to-bell teaching in all of our classrooms. And with that said, we need our learners in place at that tardy bell. So we will be doing periodic tardy sweeps, paying particular attention to first and fourth hour to get our learners here on time and working hard. And that means they should walk into the building well enough ahead of time to take care of their breakfast and lunch needs and not be walking into classrooms with their takeout food from their lunch excursions. We will be doing lunch detention, and teachers will be notifying parents with tardies. They will be holding lunch detentions for tardies. And once students have reached 3 to 4 tardies per class, then they will be making those referrals to administration where truancies will be issued for tardies. So it is imperative that we work hard to start early enough from home in the morning, perhaps maybe even resist that urge to go out to lunch so that we don't have those issues of being late for lunch. So we're super excited about that. Communication, that's not new to anyone in our Diamondback family. Please know you can call or email anytime. We are all on the same team and we want to be a part and partner with you for your child's success here at Century High School. Make sure you've got access to the Infinite Campus. You can contact Ms. Berry to sign up for that. Website at chsdbacks.com is full of wonderful information for you, including the latest bulletin and schedule. If you would rather have that bulletin emailed directly to you, feel free to call Megan or email her in the office and she can get you set up. Next, we've got a learning toolbox that is for your reference. So these are some things that our parent partners can do to help us with our learners. Most importantly, anytime we can get learners with a great night's sleep before they come to school and have the proper nutrition on board, all the better. So those are things that you guys can do to help us. Our classroom environment is the learner is on time, is engaged, and respectful of others at all time. And those are all non-negotiables in those classroom environments. We're going to eliminate food and drinks in the classroom. Everyone's always welcome to have water. We want them to be hydrated. Water bottles are absolutely a desired piece that we want our learners to engage with. However, we do want all of that food eaten outside of the classroom. Learners should bring their Chromebooks to class each day, charged and ready to roll. Headphones and phones should be put away during class time and eliminate all out of class time. So we're asking if you could schedule appointments and vacations and so on outside of school time. And we certainly do recognize that those doctor's appointments sure are tough to get outside of the school day. So not to worry about that. One strategy that works well if you have several appointments coming up is to get them at different times during the day so they don't impact the same classroom each week. Anyway, so with that said, that on time piece, students are not going to be allowed to leave the classroom. That allows for that continuous bell to bell work that our teachers do. Just a quick reminder about Infinite Campus and Google Classroom. These are gradebook and record keeping items, and you have access to those. So, again, that Infinite Campus log on, if you don't have one, you can get one from Ms. Berry. Just a couple things that might help you understand kind of the code in that gradebook. A blank, if there is a blank entered, that means a grade has not yet been entered. Anytime there is an M, that means that assignment has been missing. However, it still indicates that that student may submit that assignment for credit. So pay attention to those M's for your learners. Zeros, that means that assignment has long passed happened and is no longer accepted for credit. However, I do encourage you to always reach out to those teachers and ask that question. If you don't ask, you don't know if a teacher will accept that work. So it's important to ask that question and get that relationship with your teacher. We do encourage you to log on with your student in their Google Classroom, and that gives you an opportunity to kind of see what their learning environment is, have them give you a tour so that you can see what is expected of them in that Google Classroom. Remember, not all assignments are in Google Classroom, and not everything in Google Classroom equals a graded assignment. Google Classroom is not intended to be a replacement for the classroom learning experience. It simply is a mechanism for rolling out material to students. In-person attendance is the only way for students to get the full benefit of learning. So, almost done here. Just a reminder about our after school tutoring Tuesdays and Thursdays, 4 to 5 o'clock. Students do need a ride at that end of that day, but we sure would love to have them come. It is a wonderful opportunity to pick up some extra time with a certified teacher on hand. And lastly, let's get involved. Encourage your learner to get involved. We have lots of fine arts activities, athletics, all of the clubs and organizations for students to get involved in, and we'd like to see them involved. And most importantly, if you are a parent out there, Diamondbackers is a great way to jump in and learn a little bit more about what's going on here at Century. So, with that, I appreciate everything you do for our learners. Questions, give us a call. Know we're here for you, and we are very, very excited to roll out second trimester and continue the learning. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and welcome back.